He's broken more than a couple of my things. Well, he replaces the, torque bits that he breaks, which I can't understand how he broke a torque bit. Okay. So you can break all the stuff you want. Just break something slightly bigger, need to borrow my truck.
Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. This is Ryan, your cook.
This is Evan, the camera and audio guy and antagonist. Yeah, I went there.
Let's go light with the first two on that, okay? The camera and audio guy. Let's just, we've spent the majority of the last 3 days trying to figure out more of a comfortable setup, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is, us sitting like this is kind of how this started. So with us wanting y'all to join us, we figured, you know what? We might as well do it how we started it.
Yeah, so grab a pop-out chair and whatever beverage you have of your choice, and we'll get this thing started. All right, so
can we drink now?
This, the 40 Creek is actually got a little bit of a backstory as far as I go. I used to have a roommate that builds motors. Well, she still builds motorcycles. Yes. And she just won a national bike build-off last year, and her first commission build was for 40 Creek Whiskey.
What's her name?
Her name is Crystal Hess.
Hi, Crystal.
She's got a nonprofit, which is really cool.
We're going with those kind of pours today?
I'm talking... Motorcycle Missions is her nonprofit, and what she does is takes veterans who are having, sometimes a tough time up in their mind. She gets them a little bit of throttle therapy on motorcycles. It's actually really cool.
Good for her.
And then they build the motorcycles, so that's pretty cool. So I'll get a picture of the 40 Creek Whiskey bike, and I'll put it up so that everybody can enjoy it.
All right. So quick to the geek speak, because I know y'all just want to get that out of the way.
This is a Canadian whiskey.
It is a Canadian whiskey. 40 Creek Premium Barrel Select Canadian whiskey. This is produced in Grimsby, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is sweet.
Not like, what do they call those? The a whiskey sour sweet? Is that what they call them? No.
Well, old-fashioned?
Well, thank you.
Yeah, old-fashioned.
Not that kind of sweet. Just the smell is...
So the cool thing about this one is... You know how I've talked about the mash bill and how different amounts of grains get thrown in and distilled, and that's where the whiskey comes from?
Sure.
This one is made out of 3 different grains. It's made out of rye, barley, and corn. But they distill and barrel all of the grain distillation separately, and they don't actually get mixed until the very end. And after they're mixed, they get put into sherry cask for 6 more months of aging.
Would the sherry cask be why this has a little bit red in the gold that we usually see?
Yep, the sherry cask will do that because sherry is the red wine. So
this is a mellow.
It's very mellow.
Yeah.
It's very good. I like it.
Yes, smooth. I should say smooth rather than mellow, because the flavor is actually pretty.
Yeah, it's got a big flavor. It's got honey, apricots. It's got a lot of vanilla, very, very vanilla forward. But not like sweet vanilla, not like fake vanilla. It's like the real vanilla, the stuff that's got the vanilla bean floating in it. It's that kind of smell.
It's very, very nice. Easy going in, smooth on the way out. There's not a lot of heat in this. Like, we've had some where you swallow it and then it's like that pepper kicks in, or the heat kicks in. And there's no smoke in there.
Well, considering that the different the different grain distillations spent between 6 and 10 years in barrels, and then another 6 months in sherry barrels.
Oh.
There's probably a lot of oils in there. So let's turn this up to 11.
All right. So the last time that we dropped in stuff, it
opened the smell up. Yeah.
It was on a bourbon, and it made the bourbon angry.
No, we did it for Jameson. Jameson, it made it very nice. It made that bourbon just angry.
Sorry, Jameson. The bourbon got angry, though. Wow. The front end of that really spreads out.
Yeah. I like that.
Very nice. Good call on this. Now, this is actually a really cool thing that our friends over at Distiller put into their app. You can grab the barcode, and on the Distiller app, you can scan it, and it will populate in your phone and tell you about the whiskey.
And it'll give, like, professional tasting notes, not, us.
All right, so let's find out what we're eating this weekend.
I love this time of the night. What am I doing?
We got burgers and brats.
Okay. Burgers and brats. That's American-ish.
And we got a gas grill.
Burgers and brats on the gas grill.
That's what I started out on, and everything came out hockey puck, and the brats look like open hot dog buns.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a good hard sear on some good burgers.
Okay.
We'll make patties and everything from scratch. I'll show you how to do binder and all that stuff.
Nice.
But for the brats, I've got a big cast iron, like straight up, almost like a paella pan, not a paella pan. It's like a skillet without a handle, but the sides are more straight up.
Okay.
So we're gonna throw that on the grill, and we're gonna do some onions and peppers and garlic and some beer and butter, get that rendered down, and we're gonna throw the brats in there and let them boil till they're done.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna sear them on the grill.
And you've got a special technique to keep the meat together, because my wife says put like egg yolk in there or something, and I always get it to fall apart.
Yeah. Well, it's probably because you press and you don't make your patties.
Okay.
Your patties, you can't be gentle with it. You don't be gentle. You really don't.
Okay.
He's broken more than a couple of my things. Deny it.
Most people have a thing in their brain that says, don't do this, it can't handle that, and mine is just gone. And that's,
True story.
if that's the one thing I'm lacking in life, I'll be okay with that. You might not, because I break your stuff, but we'll be all right.
Well, he replaces the, torque bits that he breaks, which I can't understand how he broke a torque bit.
Okay, so this is a Glencairn
You broke
glass,
it.
and we use these for a reason.
I wasn't
which we'll
talking
get
about the
into.
glasses.
I broke one of these inadvertently and replaced them with
4. And he broke one of my bits and he bought me 2. So you can break all the stuff you want. Just break something slightly bigger. Need to borrow my truck. I'd like to borrow it.
So this weekend, some burgers and brats. We appreciate the 40 Creek Whiskey on the socials. We appreciate you, by the way, being here. Thank you for our first 50 subscribers. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And also on the Facebook, we've had a lot of chatter people actually reaching out and going live with us via whatever.
Yeah, we've had a couple people do Facebook Live while I happen to be cooking. And we've got a lot of people that are talking to us about really wanting to come out here and hang out with us.
And we're not opposed to that.
I think it's because they want, food. But
That's
all
really
of them,
what
all of them
helps.
also want to share good bottles of booze with us, so we're cool with that.
Yes, we do like bottles of booze and good cooking. At Whisky and BBQ throughout the socials, except Instagram, which is whiskey_barbecue. And we thank you for joining us. Remember, the best whiskey, well, that's your favorite.
The best barbecue is the way that you like it.
Just make sure that you share both, kind of like what we're doing here. Sorry.
You messed up the rhythm.
I did rest up the rhythm. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. We'll do it again. The best whiskey is your favorite.
The best barbecue is the way you
Just
like
make sure
it.
you share both. Cheers.
Cheers. Antagonist. He breaks everything.
It's actually a really good whiskey.
I'm worried about that 130 proof thing.
You should be.